faculty here at Heritage Christian School for allowing me to come here today and speak to you guys. I really do enjoy the atmosphere that's been created by all three parties, especially the Democrats here in the middle. I feel it really sets the stage well for what I'm about to tell you. Students and faculty, I feel that you have a very clear choice to make. It's a very easy choice. You're presented with two completely different ideas of how to lead this great country. Well, some people would say three, but this third idea would just throw us into complete and total chaos and economic depression. You can choose the same plans and ideas that got us into this economic recession, that our administration inherited when we took office, or you can choose the plans and ideas that have been pulling us out of this economic collapse, the greatest that we've seen since the Great Depression. Let's look at jobs here. When we took office, me and President Obama, we were losing 800,000 jobs a month. 800,000 jobs a month. Guys, I grew up in Scranton, a hard-working, middle-class, blue-collar town. I can remember my dad saying to me when I was younger, "Joey, a job's more than just a paycheck. It's about dignity. It's about respect. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say, we're gonna be okay, and actually mean it." When you save a job, you save families. When you save families, you save communities. For the past 31 months, we have seen job growth. We've seen 5.2 million new private sector jobs. Governor Romney opposed our Recovery Act. He opposed our auto industry rescue plan and said that we should let the housing market get the bottom. The Congressman and Governor Romney keep talking about how America's in decline. President Obama and I don't believe that about America and the hard-working American people. Because we saved the auto industry, we saved 1 million good American jobs. The auto industry has come back roaring, adding even more jobs and paying back government loans ahead of time. And Governor Romney, well, he wrote a piece in the New York Times saying, "Let Detroit go bankrupt." President Obama has added almost 500,000 jobs since the beginning of 2010. The most growth of the decade, Governor Romney mocked the president for encouraging young people to pursue manufacturing jobs, while his state of Massachusetts was losing jobs at twice the rate of the national average.
You tell him, Joe!
To create more jobs for working middle-class Americans, President Obama will eliminate the tax breaks given to companies that ship jobs overseas. To create incentives for bringing jobs back home. These guys will play tricks with the wordings. Let me promise you that. Congressman Ryan, He'll say his cuts aren't cuts. Imagine Governor Romney telling someone in an unemployment line, I didn't outsource the job, I offshored it. Now, when it comes to education, the President and I have already done a lot to improve it and make it affordable to everyone, both young and old. We doubled the funding for the Pell Grants, making college more affordable to millions of young Americans. Now, President Obama, he realizes that it takes good teachers, just like I'm sure you have here at Danish Christian School. It takes good teachers to make better students. Because of what he's supporting the education of thousands of new teachers. He wants to get thousands of new teachers, and that's why he wants to create incentives to keep the best ones in the classroom. We need to make better students. Governor Romney, well, he wants to cut back on teachers. He supports having less teachers and larger class sizes, hurting our students. This is a step back, not forward. Governor Romney and Congressman Ryan, they criticize this energy policy, and I'm sure Governor Johnson will tell you the same thing. But let me tell you something. Under President Obama, the United States of America has become the world's leader in natural gas, and production is at an all-time high. First national safeguards cut down on toxic emissions from power plants. We're elected to reduce these safeguards and put many Americans at risk for respiratory diseases and children at risk for asthma. We have doubled the fuel efficiency of American cars and trucks. Let's continue to move forward. Now, how about equality issues? I think we could agree that President Obama is a fair man. He has worked to provide every American with the same and equal opportunities. He's passed an act that is helping end discrimination against women who get paid less for doing the same work as a man. He realizes that this hurts the entire family. Governor Romney, well, he doesn't know whether or not he's going to pass the same act, taking the same action to stand at equality. He's not sure. President Obama has set policies in place to promote the hiring of those with disabilities, educating those with disabilities, and providing them with health care. Governor Romney, well, let's just say the Romney-Ryan administration would slash Medicaid, which is what many of these very Americans with disabilities rely on. No, this is serious. Middle-class families, well, really all Americans, are concerned about health care. Obamacare is making health care better for all of us. It puts family health first, and that's what matters. It ensures preventive care like basic checkups and vaccinations. It stops insurance companies from abusing their consumers. You and me. Governor Romney promised to repeal it day one if he's elected. We're trying to hold the insurance companies accountable. And Governor Romney wants to go back to the days when big companies made their own rules. We can't afford to do that. Now, folks, when it comes to foreign policy, let's not forget, President Obama kept his promise and ended the war in Iraq. Governor Romney called his decision to end the war in Iraq, bringing our troops home that sacrificed so much, he called it tragic. He called it tragic. We have a plan to bring our troops home from Afghanistan by 2014, and Governor Romney has no such plan. You want to know what his plan is? Well, he says it all depends. It all depends. Haven't our brave men and women sacrificed enough?